Hello student, good afternoon. We will start the new topic, that is law of dominance in genetics. Law of dominance. The cross between the pea plants differing in single pair of contrasting characters is known as monohybrid cross. Single pair of contrasting characters is known as monohybrid cross. As we have already noticed that when Mendel made a monohybrid cross between tall and dwarf pea plants, then only tall pea plants appeared in the first filial generation, F1. First filial generation means F1 generation. But when the F1 progeny were allowed to be self-fertilized, both tall and dwarf characters appeared in the second filial generation or F2 generation. This shows that in F1 hybrid the character of tallness dominate or conceals the characters of dwarfness, and so the characters of dwarfness could not express itself in F1 generation. The character which expresses itself, that is tall, in F1 generation is called by Mendel as dominant character, while the characters which remain unexpressed or latent had been called recessive. According to these results, Mendel formulated the law of dominance, which states that in crossing between pure homozygous organisms for contrasting characters of a pair, only one character of the pair appears in the first filial generation. In pea plants, Mendel found following characters to be dominant or recessive in various pairs of contrasting characters. Dominant and recessive characters in man. Dominant and recessive characters in man. Various types of dominant and recessive characters have been reported according to their nature. These can be divided into normal, abnormal, and sex linked characters. Normal characters, these characters always behave dominant and recessive. These are tabulated as follows: body part, hair, skin, eye or iris. Normal characters, hair, skin, eye or iris. Body part, hair. Character, form, color. Dominant, curly, dark. Recessive, straight, light. Skin color, pigmented, dark, normal with melanin. Dominant. Recessive, light, non-albinism without melanin pigment. Eyes or iris. Character, colors, dominant brown color and recessive blue color. Eye, that is the normal characters. Abnormal characters. The abnormal characters occurs unusually and can be tabulated as follows: body part, dominant, recessive. Hair, dominant absent, recessive present. Skin, epidermis thickened, recessive, normal. Fingers, dominant, short, waved, extra digits, recessive, normal. Ear, normal hearing. Recessive character, deaf mutation. Earlobe, pre-earlobe, dominant character. Recessive character, attached earlobe. Eyes, opaque lens, dominant character. Recessive character, normal. Teeth, absent. Recessive, present. Tongue, ability to recessive character, inability to roll. Ability to roll and inability to roll. Sex linked characters. Certain dominant and recessive characters depend on the sex of individual and are sex linked. These are as follows. Color vision. Normal, dominant and color blind, that is the recessive character. Normal character, dominant and color blind, recessive. Normal vision, dominant. Color blind, recessive. Blood clotting, normal blood clotting, dominant and hemophilia, recessive characters. Mechanism of dominance. Mendel carefully studied the results of his experiments and it became evident to him that there is a clear-cut difference in between the actual visible characters and that something which caused its production, because the characters can be present as such in the sex cells, sperm and ova. Therefore, there must be something which represented the characters and is responsible for their production. This something of Mendel's is now called the fadder or gene. The gene thus can be considered as the unit of inheritance that is transmitted in a gamete and determine or controls the development of characters by interaction with other genes, the cytoplasm and the environment. Pre-earlobe, dominant character. Attached earlobe, recessive. Tongue folding, no folding. Recessive tongue folding, no folding, dominant characters. The cytological investigations have now established that genes are the units of deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, which along with ribonucleic acid, RNA, and other nucleoproteins constitute the thread-like tenable structures, the chromosomes. The chromosomes are specific in number, shape and size to be particular. This is the law of dominance. Okay, thank you.